¿De quién son esos pictures casi?
¿Quién es esa? Sí, sí sabe.
Okay. Okay. That's better. So we did a lot of reclaiming. No, actually not a lot of reclaiming. We did a lot of screen using, burning. So there is going to be a lot of reclaiming. We have a 4-day weekend. We don't work at the shop that I work at tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. So it's gonna give me a good chance to catch up with everything that I have, clean this out. Let me show you guys what's going on with the knife and garments. So here we did just a one color front. This gets a nape. The only bad thing about these orders is that some of those get this nape as a left chest, and then others get that in different colors. So it could be a little confusing. That's why it's all separated individually on bags. Over here we have a 4-color job that's set up waiting to be approved, which is that one that I've done before, that eagle. So that's kind of cool, but not really, because it's just sitting there. And we're gonna have Giovanni from Third Dye come and pick up the shirts for the last order that he's doing, because he wants to tie-dye the shirts. So we'll see if he wants to get them printed. These are the coat bags that I'm using for the sweaters that I'm printing for my brand. So if you purchase a sweater or a zip hoodie, you're gonna get it in one of those bags. All right, you guys. If you ever have a customer that has a bunch of goods, kind of like this is an easy way to separate everything and make your life easy. So for example, here I know what design goes here because everything's written down. I'll show you. It's this one right here. It's just a 10-inch circle of their logo. So all the instructions in this bag just mean that it gets the print on the front and it's black ink. So she wants other orders that get the same design, but in order to not get confused, we know that all of those get it on the front. And for example, this one, which is over here, it's the same exact thing, but here shows that the circle is printed on the back. So every single shirt or sweater that's in here, it's gonna get the print on the back in black ink. So even if it was a color change and it said white, you know, it was the same design, it's just a color change. So that's kind of a way to keep everything organized and not ruin the garments for your client, to not waste their time. Huh? And we're gonna go set up a one color, which is that circle that you guys saw. Pretty simple stuff, but it doesn't hurt to show you again. All right, you guys, so we're setting up a one color, and like always, I like to give you guys a good advice on registration marks. So this we're gonna use to make sure that the design's straight, and we're gonna use that center mark to center it to the board once we have it locked in where we want it. So very easy, the way I bring this down. You could do this if you want to, or like most of the time, this is how I bring it down myself, which either way, it's the same thing. So here we go, my favorite tool. And I even bought a new one, a T-square, so I always use this. It is my favorite tool. Well, I'm gonna see if I can show you guys what's going on over here. What's going on, so you gotta make sure, first of all, that you have your T-square up against the side. And you know, every now and then, with lint building up and glue, you want to wipe this side of the of the board so ink doesn't build up and start giving you like false readings. Gotta make sure you have it flushed up against the side. You know, once you bring this down, before you even get to this, lining up the screen, you gotta make sure that you have a good grip on the back side of the screen. So you don't want half of it sticking out because you don't have a good grip. So you want to make sure you have it all the way in there. And once it's in there, then what you want to do is bring your T-square up to the registration mark. Oh, it's hard with the camera in my hand. I need both hands. Well, let me show you. Let me bring it up to the registration mark, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. So there it is. We know it's centered. My boards are 15 inches wide. 7.5 would be the center, and we're using that registration line to make sure that our design's straight. So once we have it where we want it, I like to put my hand on the screen so it doesn't move on me when I'm locking it in. And that's how you set up a one color design. Also, another important thing, if you have off contact on your press, then you want to make sure that you have equal off contact all the way around. This is just going to be a black print, so it's not a super huge deal that you have a bunch of off contact, like if you were printing white ink or a print flash print of whatever. So we're going to get started with that. We're going to fire up the dryer. It is very important that you always check the temperature of your prints when it's coming down the dryer. So for that, I advise you, after you get that T-square, to get one of these so that you know that your garments are curing at 320 degrees. Alright, so we just finished printing these shirts. Some got it on the front, some got it on the back. These bottom shirts right here get a nape print, which is, maybe not. Oh, it's right here. So we're gonna have to flash print this nape, and we're gonna need the flash for that. So let's get that turned on, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. Bro, let them know what's up, bro. You're wearing the shirt. I just printed it.
Hey.
Third Dice in the building.
Yeah, we out here, man. People are eating the tie-dye up. Don't steal my idea, y'all. I started this gangster shit.
They won't, bro. We got that.
Nobody want to do that. Nobody wants to tell you. You know how hard this is tie-dye? Yeah. My too. Yeah, that's another huge. You gonna start barking at
sit.
Look at
I'm sorry, sit. Good boy.
Give me your hand. Oh, yeah, that's what's up.
Good boy, 5.
I don't have a treat, or else I would give you one. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, he gets on the. You're gonna jump in the heater and listen.
Alright, I'm gonna show you guys one last thing before I call it a day. And I mentioned this before on how to tape the screens and why I tape them the way I do. So here, let me show you guys. This is the screen that had the nape that I'm using for the back of the shirts. So, you know, everything is taped nice and neat. No, I tried to keep the wrinkles away. It's not a big deal if you have a bunch of wrinkles, but at least I try not to have any. So, simple as that. So all we gotta do is flip it, then we'll tape the screen like we had it, but the backwards way. And, you know, it's gonna be easy to reclaim, easy to peel the tape off. A lot of people are scared of this box tape because it's gonna hurt the emulsion and blah, blah, blah. It's never happened to me. So I'm gonna leave you guys with that one. I'll see you guys on the next one. We're having a 4-day weekend.
Pictures.
Dile bye, YouTube.
Bye, too.
Okay.
Okay.